Hi guys, it's album review time. We've got Metal Church and Congregation of Annihilation. Before I talk about the album, I just want to say thank you, a massive thank you to the band Godsnake. If you love Metal Church, you're going to actually love this band. Absolutely brilliant. They bought an album called Eye for an Eye. Sent me this t-shirt as well. It's got Eye for an Eye on the back. Look at that. Amazing stuff. Thank you very much to Godsnake for sending me this stuff. So, let's get on to the album review from Metal Church. So this band from USA, formed in 1980, so been going a long time. This is the 13th studio album. There's a lot of history behind Metal Church, a lot of it really sad actually. They've lost a couple of vocalists. They lost David Wayne, he passed away in 2005, and then Mike Howell sadly passed away also in 2021. And they keep going, but they've also lost one of their drummers recently, an ex-member, not a current member, but, you know, it just seems to follow this band, which is a sad state of affairs. But, I mean, they somehow drag themselves back and produce brilliant music. This is no exception. This album is brilliant. It's so heavy. It's just what you want from Metal Church. It's heavy, it's dark, it's thrashy, it's melodic. It's aggressive, it's to the fucking point, and that's what you want from Metal Church. They really get to the point straight away. They don't fuck around. So in the band at the moment, you got the only original member left, which is Kurt van der Hoof. So he's the guitarist and songwriter, amazing musician. So he's bringing this band into 2023 with a new member, which I'll get onto in a minute. But you got Kurt van der Hoof, you got Steve Unger on the bass. He's been with the band since 2003. You got Rick Van Zant on lead guitar since 2008. Stets Howland on the drums since 2017. And the newest member in the band, Mark Lopez, on the vocals. Just joined the band. He's from bands called Let Us Pray, and he also with Ross the Boss. So this vocalist is the perfect choice for Metal Church. The aggressive vocal style he's got, literally pours every inch of his body into vocals. It's a real highlight of this album. The album's fantastic anyway, but to get a vocalist like Mark Lopez is a brilliant move by Kurt van der Hoof for sure, and the band. I mean, it's almost like a real highlight of this album, and I hope that, you know, Mark Lopez stays with the band for a while and they produce more music, because I'm loving this new album by Metal Church. I'm going to go into the songs, say a little bit about each one of them. I have reacted to a couple of songs already, but we start off the album with Another Judgment Day. Right out of the gate, galloping metal, aggressive vocals with high-end screams. There's a brilliant, clever, thought-out guitar solo in this, mixed with some shredding and cool trickery. The outstanding musicianship across this album. There's a great melodic bridge to the chorus. They fucking mean business as they hit you with this first track. That's what I love about this band as well. They've got some real melody. It's not just going for a chorus. Sometimes the bridge will be really catchy, or the verse and vocal lines will be really catchy. Great song to start off with. Then we move on to the single Congregation of Annihilation, and of course the title track. This song is really geared towards their thrash side. Forgot to mention earlier on, they're a metal band, but they got a lot of thrash elements as well. Cool gang vocal chorus. Either side of that chorus is a real sort of spat out vocals. Mark Lopez, he almost goes into this sort of growl. It's not extreme vocals, but almost a demonic at times. It sounds amazing. Just listen to the scream leading into the solo section as well. It's just out of this fucking world. Cool solo with guitarist trading off as well. Great single. Pick a God and Pray. This was the first single and the first time we heard anything off this album, obviously. And I knew it was going to get something great as soon as I heard it. Again, the thrash side of Metal Church in full swing on this one. The bass rumbles big time in this track, while that stuttering riff sort of hits hard through the verses. it's fucking crushing, to say the least. It really is. It's brilliant hearing Lopez go from that sort of aggressive lower range effortlessly into that high pitched screams. He's all over the place, but it sounds amazing. I love the change up after the solo. So cool, the sort of last stretch of the song as well. Amazing stuff. Children of the Lie is next. We get another sort of medium to fast paced track here. Put a more bluesier type feel on the guitar riffs, I would say, more than the metal thrash that we've had on the first 3 tracks. Hearing Lopez's vocals flicking from one speaker to the other, some really cool effects here is pretty fucking cool. It's almost like he's competing with himself, almost having a bit of a row with himself, but an aggressive fucking vocal sort of style. It's excellent. Quite a nice departure from the heaviness at the end of this track that gives you a little bit of a Queensryche feel, I would say, with some cool bass playing. I would say there's some, I mean, you know, Metal Church are Metal Church. There's no other band that sounds like them, really. But as I'm listening to this album more and more, I can hear those sort of Queensryche sort of feels as well. Obviously, they started just before Queensryche, you know, by 1980, probably about the same time or just before. But, you know, they've sort of got those feels sometimes, especially with their clean guitar sounds. Next track is Me and Nothing.
Powerful king, crowned up paranoia. Death it seems, from bastards we away.
Love this track. It's a quick, mellow 30-second intro or so, and then it's into a cool, medium-paced metal track, sort of chugs alongside a clean strum guitar. The band sound amazing here, to tell you the truth, as they blend light and shade beautifully, more heavy than anything though. It's more on the heavier side. There's a cool melodic chorus on this one. Reminds me a little bit of Queensryche again, especially those twin lead parts. Very cool song, one of my favourites. Making Monsters is next. This is the latest single, actually. I didn't get to cover this, I don't think, on a reaction, but what a great song. A very cool bass line leads us into a thrashy track. It's not all metal riffery though, as they sort of again give you those melodic clean guitar strums that sort of bring colour almost to the metal. A chorus that has a great melody to it, sort of really infectious on first listen. Say a Prayer with 7 Bullets is next. The band explore that slightly a bluesier side again with their riffing. Don't get me wrong, it's still metal, but it's got a bluesy touch to it. The song chugs along really nicely, hitting a nice metal riff over the solo and delves into the thrash territory again. Those Violent Thrills is the next song, an opening riff that sort of reminds me of modern Metallica, I would say. The difference here though is they don't fuck around, get into the, you know, the crux of the track, whereas the Metallica album, you know, it might take 2.5 minutes to actually get the song going, and then it might repeat itself a bit too much. Metal Church ain't like that. They don't fuck around, but it's got that sort of almost feel of modern Metallica. It's in and out in 3 minutes and 46 seconds. There you go. And it has just as much impact, if not more. Less is more, as they say. All That We Destroy is next. And Mark Lopez here, spitting those vocals out. It's a masterclass in vocal control. It really is. He literally uses every technique in one line. It's amazing. This is more of a straightforward new wave of traditional heavy metal feel. It's what it feels like to me. It's really fucking heavy stuff. Then we finish the album off with My Favourite Sin.
My favorite sin is the one you're in. My favorite sin that never ends.
Again, those groove-laden metal riffs hit hard from the opening riff. Loads of melody is the theme here, as the bridge to the chorus is so fucking catchy. I love this track because it does nothing but showcase the melodic side of the band. Groovy, melodic, and still really heavy. Guys, this album's available everywhere now. It's Metal Church, Congregation of Annihilation, the 13th studio album from this amazing band that have seen a lot of troubles but still keep giving us amazing music. It really is fucking cool. Check this out, Metal Church. Tell me what you think of it in the comments below, guys. I'll see you soon.